BrewTube, old BrewTube master DJ back at you with another DJs BrewTube beer review. And what are we doing tonight, guys? We're going local. That's right, not local, but local. That's right, no craziness tonight unless we have too many beers. Then we do get a little bit local. Anyways, tonight for you, I got a beer that I really like, and one of my favorite breweries, as you can see by the hat and the glass, Heavy Seas or Clipper City Brewing out of Baltimore or Halethorpe, Maryland. They call it Baltimore, but it's actually a small enclave of Baltimore called Halethorpe. Anyways, enough geography lesson for tonight. What do we got to drink? Tonight, we've got Heavy Seas Double Cannon. Double Cannon's a Belgian pale ale, and this beer was made as sort of, in some ways, an answer to Flying Dog, who's their sort of cross-highway rivalry up in Frederick, and their Raging Bitch beer. To me, I've had both of them, and I'm a Heavy Seas fan, so yeah, I got a little bit of bias, but we're going to crack this one open in a glass, give you a real review of it tonight, and tell you what it's all about. But let's get a little info on the beer first. As I mentioned, it's a Belgian pale ale, and it's 7.25% alcohol by volume, 100 IBUs, and it's a seasonal offering. They're saying you can pour it in a Tulip or a pint glass. I've got a Heavy Seas pint glass, so obviously I'm going to use that one. Just a little nostalgia action going on here. So they say here one thing that's important about this is it's a variation of loose cannon, and when they ferment it, they use a Belgian double yeast instead of their standard yeast that they use when they make their loose cannon, which is their famous IPA. It's their biggest selling beer by volume. By far also, and this is sort of a knockoff of that, as is their Black Cannon and some other beers. So let's pop a cap on this one and see what we got going on. We're going to try the cap popper and see if it works tonight. It got abused at the last party, so let's see if it takes a licking and keeps on ticking. Still working. Had to do a double shot on that one, but hey, lots of smoke coming off the bottle. Right down here, as on all Heavy Seas bottles, dated right there. And this one is good until November of 2012. So nice and fresh still. Let's get this in the glass, see what we got going on. Oh yeah. Let's pour it straight down the center, see what we get headwise. Nice. Okay. As you see, we got a big head on that one. Solid 4-finger head. It's capping over the top. Didn't even get the entire bottle in there. I can smell the hops wafting off the top of this one. It's a nice clear beer with that khaki off-white head on the top of it, and lots of active bubbles flowing from the bottom. And the head's a little bit rocky, as you can see, but really nice darker amber color on that one. If you can see that one in the shot, put it a little closer for you. Nice dark amber color, like I say, super clear, no hop haze on this one. Loose Cannon's got a little bit of hop haze on it, but let's see what we get a nose on this one now this head's died down to solid 3 fingers. Lots of citrus, no alcohol, pineapple. You can smell that bready sweetness from the Belgian double yeast in there, and it's got like a sweet candy sugar sort of smell to it. You can smell some caramel malt in there, and a little bit of pineapple and tropical fruits going on in the background. Really nice smelling beer. Let's get a taste on this one. I've had my workout like usual, guys, and it's time for a beer. A little reward for working hard, right? Or just because we like to drink beer. Either one works for me. But anyways, I do it because I work out. Yeah, right. Wow. Nice and fresh. Right up at the front, you got that tropical sweetness, that sort of from the hops, the tropical fruit, a little bit of citrus playing in the background. In the middle of the tongue, you got that caramel and bready thing going on, and then the back is a nice dry finish to it. Really tasty beer. If you compare this to Loose Cannon, Double Cannon has a sweetness edge to it, and that breadiness that Loose Cannon doesn't have. Its hops are still there. They're using pretty much the same hops in there, and you got the fruit. But when they use that Belgian yeast combined with that hops, I think what you're getting that tropical fruit characteristic that I don't recall having in Loose Cannon. Now, if I drank them side by side, you know what? Beer's subjective. I got a sweat worked up right now. I'm really digging this beer. I might like this better than Loose Cannon, even though Loose Cannon is one of my go-tos. But, you know, all in all, really solid beer, and I think it's a pretty good example of the style. Now, you're asking, okay, you mentioned DJ in the beginning, Raging Bitch, as opposed to Double Cannon. Which one do you like better? My feeling is I think I like the Double Cannon better, not just because I'm a Heavy Seas head and Heavy Seas fan. I think this is a more flavorful beer, and it has a bigger overall, I guess, flavor and presence to the beer. Yeah, the Raging Bitch has got a cool label, and it's got a name that people, oh, Raging Bitch has a really cool name, oh, and, you know, but you know what, guys? Beer's not about the artwork on the bottle, it's about the liquid that's in the bottle and what you're having. So for me, for my money, when I'm going back to buy it, I go back and buy a Double Cannon. Raging Bitch is okay, but not as good as Double Cannon. I think they answered with both guns when they answered the Raging Bitch, what they had going on up the highway, up Route 70 in Frederick. So let's see what some other folks may think about this. Not like it matters because you're watching DJs BrewTube and you're looking for my opinion. But what do we got? Beer Advocate gives it an 85, which is sort of a B+. And Rate Beer gives it an 88, which is kind of like that high B+, A- range. And I think I'm going to go the A- range on this. I've had ones from Belgium, you know, that are better than this. But for what it is, and you know, its own characteristics, it's a more aggressively hopped Belgian Pale Ale than the Belgian ones. But if they're going for that style, it lacks a little bit. They've got the date on the bottle, so I'm going to give it a solid A-. This is a way above average beer. Look at the head retention on this, guys. Massive head retention and lacing the whole time I'm flapping my gums here, telling you about how I'm geeking out on this beer. So, anyways, guys, if you like hoppy beers, you like Belgian Pale Ales, give my local brewers here, Heavy Seas, Clipper City Brewing, a try. Give their Double Cannon a try. You'll like it. And remember, as always, guys, think globally, drink locally, and I'll see you on the next DJs BrewTube. And that's a peace out.